The Bucs are hoping that they can get some help back in time for the playoffs, and especially Leonard Fournette. So when can we expect him to be back on the field?
All right, so technically Leonard Fournette is on IR. He went on that list about around December 23rd. So if you do the math, it's 3 games, and the 3rd game would be this weekend. So he's not going to be playing in the regular season. So, of course, what's the status for the postseason? And from what I can gather, talking to people down in Tampa Bay, they feel really good that he's going to be ready to go, that he'll be back out of practice and be able to be available in the first round of the playoffs. So good news on the offensive side. On the defensive side, linebacker Lavonte David as well has been on IR the same amount of time because both these players were injured against the Saints. He obviously won't be playing as well this weekend, but I was told they're very optimistic that he'll be returning for the playoffs. So some good news for the Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yeah, as you were saying that, Diana, Mina's like giving a little round of applause because we really want to see if they can get Lavonte David back. Yeah. Mina, how much does that factor into the way that you would look at their defense if they're able to get David back?
Did you watch the Jets game, guys? No, it's massive. This defense is supposed to be one of the best run-stopping units in the NFL. In fact, they were so fearsome. You had offenses in the beginning of the year. Yeah, they were just throwing screens over and over. They got steamrolled by the New York Jets. And notably, the Jets had a lot of success running away from Vea. A lot of their big runs were off tackle. And some of that on the Bucs' part is missing their edge defenders. But a lot of it is not having David in there to clean up. You know, Devin White is a heat-seeking missile, and he's very good at that. But he needs Lavonte David next to him. They're very complementary to each other. And I'll say this about David, man. Not only is he underrated, I think, on the Bucs, he's one of the most underrated linebackers of like the last decade 100%. In the NFL. And to me, he is key to the Bucs making a successful postseason run.
MK, you're absolutely right. First of all, when you're on that side of the ball, the comfort level of turning around and seeing your guy. And you mentioned Lavonte, Shaq Barrett as well. Everybody remember this unit.
Yes.
This unit led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a Super Bowl. Like, I know Tom is there, and Tom did his thing and got grunked the ball and all of that. This defense is the reason the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, not a playoff game.
Remember what they did to Patrick Mahomes?
Exactly. So when you think about all of those guys that were listed, it's not just defensive players being out, it's difference makers. Like, it's the dudes that made the plays in order to try to win a championship. So they need them back bad, and if they get them back, then I'll start talking about Tampa Bay.
Yeah, maybe all of these concerns on the offensive side, Tom Brady's like, it's fine because our defensive guys are going to get healthy just in time.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.